Remember that reset button U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has repeatedly talked about when it comes to U.S.-Russian relations? Well, it looks like pushing that button might have gotten a little more complicated. The United States has decided to send Patriot missiles and more than 100 soldiers to northwest Poland. And needless to say, the move is causing some concern from Russia. So what's behind the decision? Well, joining me to help discuss this is Ivan Eland, Senior Fellow at the Independent Institute. So, Ivan, let's talk about the location of where these missiles and these troops are being sent. It's about 60 kilometers away from the border with Russia. The Russian Foreign Ministry is saying that such military security doesn't help to strengthen our mutual security to develop relations of trust and predictability in the region. And Poland saying that, this location was simply chosen because of the infrastructure there. What do you think? What's the significance of the location here?
Well, even if that was the case, it's a big problem because this is mainly a symbolic act, and you don't put things like that right on the border with Russia. But I think what this is it's a payback to Poland, because back when the U.S. wanted a missile defense system in Poland, the Poles wanted compensation, of course, and so they wanted improved air defenses. So that's what this is. Now, of course, the U.S. has even more to pay off because they recently changed the missile defense plan, and Poland was really thought the rug was pulled out from under it. So that's what this is. And I think it's mainly symbolism. It's only one battery of Patriots, and so it's not really meaningfully significant. But the Poles, of course, want to push it, make it more symbolic by pushing it closer to Russia to give a message.
So should the Russians be worried at all about this? I mean, is there a reason for concern here?
Well, it's not really a military development that's threatening, so to speak, but it's another symbolic episode of the NATO alliance pushing forward. And I think it's mainly political symbolism. And I think it's, in my own view, it's unnecessary, and the United States really needs to watch these things, because I think we are experiencing improved relations. We just had an agreement on the Iranian sanctions, and the U.S. will pull some sanctions off they had on Russian companies and that sort of thing. And I think we've had the missile defense has been toned down, and we had the arms control agreement. So I think overall this shouldn't detract from an improvement. And I think this is a symbolic thing, and it's unfortunate, I think, but it's also sort of a payback to Poland for reducing the missile defense. So the U.S. may be sort of giving Poland a bone here.
And how do you think this is going to affect relations between Russia and Poland? Many people are seeing the relationship between those two countries improve ever since the tragic plane crash where the Polish president, was killed. Do you think this is that this is going to hinder those relations in any way?
Yes, I do, and it's mystifying why the Poles want to do this. And if the Russians wanted them to move it back to another region in Poland at least, and they don't appear to want to do that. They say that's where the infrastructure is, which is probably nonsense. But even if it's true, they really need to, I think, pull it back from the Russian border, simply because it's a big provocation, I think. And unfortunately, that does affect U.S.-Russian relations and Polish-Russian relations in a negative way.
Well, Ivan Eland, Senior Fellow at the Independent Institute, we appreciate your analysis. Thank you.